Welcome back to another video, guys. Hope you guys are having a fantastic day. Today, I am in a tank top because it is hot as freak in my room. They're just redoing the windows. As you can see, the blinds are over there. So it's hot right now currently, and we can't turn the AC on for some reason. So I'm in my tank top, but it don't matter, bro. We got some amazing fixtures to talk about today, bro. We got, well, in my opinion, probably one of the craziest comebacks. I mean, we've seen the UCL recently, at least. Bodo Glimt, who we all thought were clear to go through to the next round, actually ended up folding, and that's where you see the real, where experience comes into play in the Champions League, bro. You can't just wishy-wash your way through that second leg because, the other team is going to fight, keep fighting until they get those 3 goals, and then eventually that 4th one, and then you're just left there shocked. Like, what just happened? How did we blow a 3-1 or a 3-0 lead? And that's exactly what happened to Bodo Glimt. And now they are eliminated. The Cinderella story ends, which, I'll be honest, they had a pretty phenomenal year. They beat some of the craziest giants in Europe. They beat Man City. They beat Atletico Madrid. And they beat the mighty Inter Milan and knocked them out. But unfortunately, it ends here with Sporting. They were able to get a win at home. 5-0 was the result. Bodo Glimt had some chances, some close calls. But at the end of the day, they weren't able to get the dub. So we're also going to be talking about Arsenal Leverkusen, which, to be honest, nobody's really shocked that Arsenal went through. I predicted them to go through. Now looking back at my predictions video, I got one of the results wrong, but all the other ones I pretty much got right. I mean, it was kind of obvious after that first leg who was going to go through and who was going to, unless, actually, I shouldn't say that because Bodo Glimt actually ended up getting knocked out. But, there's always one team that lets everybody down, and unfortunately it was Bodo Glimt. I think we could all say we were rooting for Bodo Glimt to go through. It was their first time in the Champions League, and they made such a phenomenal run. So, hopefully the cycle continues, and next year we see them, and, maybe we see some more spectacular moments from them. But as for now, that's all we're going to get from Bodo Glimt, and now it's Sporting's time. It's their first time being in the quarterfinals of the Champions League, I'm pretty sure, at least in a long time. At least in their recent history, I think. But, they're going to face up against Arsenal next. And then Chelsea lost to PSG. Wait, is that right? Sporting versus Arsenal for the quarterfinals? That sounds right. Yeah. Okay. Chelsea, they lose to PSG even worse than they did away. That's crazy, bro. They lost 3-0. You best believe I'm going to be making memes about Chelsea losing. As a Barcelona fan, I got to get my get back, bro. They beat us, I think it was like October or November, one of those days, and they were yapping up a storm, talking some crazy smack talk about Lamine Yamal, how he's a fraud, Ferran Torres, how he's buns. Well, they're not wrong about that. Araujo, how he's trapped. Well, they're also not wrong about that. But, they were talking a bunch of smack, bro. But where's that talk now, bro? You're out of the Champions League. And as long as Barcelona beat Newcastle tomorrow, I will be hooting and hollering all the way home because my team went further than Chelsea. And that's all I wanted this season, bro. I did not want Chelsea to get away with beating us 3-0 without there being consequences. And there were consequences. So that's beautiful. The goals came from, let's look at the goals, because I didn't really watch this game, I'll be honest. I was watching the Man City Real Madrid game, which after the first half was pretty much a snooze fest, I'll be honest. But Bodo Glimt gets another early goal, bro. This guy is currently unstoppable, bro. I mean, dude, you just it's gonna be a bad game when Bodo Glimt opens up the score sheet against you, bro. And then Bradley Barcola makes it 2-0 away from home at the 15th minute, and then Mayulu, obviously, he comes in clutch and he scores that dagger to put all of Chelsea's dreams away. Chelsea are out of the Champions League. They're fighting for top 5 or I think top 4 of the Premier League, and it's not looking good for them. So, who's had the better season overall between Barcelona and Chelsea? I'll let you guys decide. But let's quickly just look at 18 shots on target for Chelsea, and they weren't able to get even 1 goal. That's insane. Wow, I mean, just look how much orange is on this side and how much green is on this side. That pretty much just tells you this whole story. Man of the match was PSG's goalkeeper. I actually said that PSG's goalkeeper was going to have a stinker. Or not have a stinker, but I said he wasn't as good. He proved me wrong, so I guess that's another prediction I got wrong. Cole Palmer got subbed off pretty quickly. João Pedro got subbed off pretty quickly. A lot of players got subbed off pretty quickly. Maybe they just needed fresh legs, or they thought they were going to be able to come back. I don't know, bro. Chelsea's kind of pathetic at the moment. They're very inconsistent. I know there's this one guy on Instagram that just became like a Chelsea fan like a week ago. And yeah, bro, he's 0-3 on that's crazy, bro, for being a Chelsea fan. I think it's his first time like supporting a club. It's like he has like a series that's like day one of becoming a ultra of like football or something, and that's like his whole thing. But you know, I feel bad for that guy, but at the same time, bro, like why would you go with Chelsea, bro? Like out of all the teams, bro, Chelsea, like, oh man, I feel bad. But anyways, let's talk about the other two fixtures. Arsenal versus Leverkusen. I was watching this one on the side because I felt like between PSG and Chelsea, you know, which one was the better one to watch on the side of Man City versus Real Madrid. I thought it was Arsenal. And yeah, I mean, it didn't really disappoint. Eze scored a freaking screamer at the 36th minute. Like, dude, what a volley by Eze. And then the way he celebrates so nonchalant, bro. Like, this guy is crazy, bro. Rice obviously gets a goal and he gets man of the match. Rice has been killing it. Obviously playing a little bit more offensively, I feel like. Gets that goal. And that's all pretty much she wrote. I mean, you're not going to score against Arsenal. You're not going to go you're not going to score 3 goals against Arsenal and not concede, you know? So, at the end of the day, I think Arsenal should be proud. They're heavy favorites for the tournament. However, they're not without weakness, all right? You know, I mean, Eze got injured, so he had to get subbed off. But their striker position is not that dangerous. Offensively, they're not that good. It's defensively and on set pieces where they really find their groove and they're able to really hurt teams. Their goalkeeper, you know, he's all right. You know, he's a little short, so you put it in the corners, not gonna be much he could do. But yeah, man. Overall, pretty decent game by Arsenal. I mean, nobody really expected Leverkusen to do something crazy. On the weekend at home, they drew against Bayern, just like how they drew against Arsenal. So maybe some people were predicting that maybe Bayern Leverkusen can get a result. But at the end of the day, bro, it is Arsenal. They're at the top of the Premier League. They're looking like they're going to win everything currently. So somebody needs to stop them. And I know a team. I know a team, bro. I know a team to call. My Barca can stop them, bro. They can, bro. Stop looking at me like that, bro. They can, bro. I promise you they can. Maybe. I don't know. They got to get past Newcastle and Atletico first. Let's not get carried away, all right? Let's not get carried away. But finally, the last match of the day, bro. Started off really exciting, really strong. Valverde had like an open chance. I don't know. After his form from last week, you would expect him to go on the counter from that first attempt that they had on goal and just slide it past Donnarumma. But I don't know what the freak happened with Valverde, bro. He left his shooting boots like in Spain or something. I don't know what happened. But this guy did not bring his shooting boots today. And he missed a clear-cut opportunity to just end it first half, bro. Like literally 4 minutes in. But after that, Man City were relentless. They kept getting shots on target. Courtois had to make some crazy saves. They keep having to making saves. And it looked like Man City were just about knocking on the door to get their first one. And then comes the counter from Vinicius Jr. Vinicius Jr. does his signature cutting in, takes a shot onto his right foot, hits the post, ricochets off. They scramble in the box. Eventually, Vinicius Jr. cuts into his... finds the ball on the right side of the goal, takes a shot. Bernardo Silva thought he was safe having his hands behind his back, but no, you cannot, you know, do this, bro. Look, see what I'm doing with my arm? You can't do that, bro. You're making your frame bigger. You're blocking the goal. It was a red card and a penalty kick. In my opinion, you know, that's a bit harsh, bro. Like, you can give the penalty, but just don't, like, why are you giving the red card? I mean, I don't know, bro. It's happened like that before, you know, the Luis Suarez stuff, but, I don't know, man. It was a bit harsh. Yeah, I like to go by like the double jeopardy rule. Like, if you're going to give a penalty, just don't give a red card. Or if you're going to give a red card, don't give a penalty. You know what I'm saying? But he did block clear goal scoring opportunity. So at the end of the day, you know, the ref did what he thought was best. And yeah, pretty much after that, it was pretty much over. Man City tried to, you know, get some more goals to at least make the scoreline look not as bad. And they were you know, at home. So, but dude, I mean, it's just embarrassing, bro. Getting 1 goal between 2 legs against Real Madrid, against this Real Madrid who's so buns right now. Like, how? Come on, man. Erling Haaland gets a tap in, and he does a nonchalant celebration like he's not down like 4-1. I don't know what's up with Erling Haaland, bro. This guy has been ghosting. He's been really bad since the turn of the year, and you know, hopefully, you know, Barca, for our dream signing was Erling Haaland, like at least was Erling Haaland. But right now, I'm preferring Victor Osimhen, bro. I mean, it's looking like he fits our system more. Erling Haaland is not doing what Man City need him to do, and I don't know if it's a Man City problem or an Erling Haaland problem. It's probably a Man City problem, I'll be honest. Maybe they need some fresh new ideas. Pep Guardiola's system maybe not working no more. But yeah, man. I mean, it is what it is. At the end of the day, Real Madrid 100% deserve to go through. They outclassed Man City, and they got the dub. They had a lot more injuries than Man City, and they saw it through. So, congrats to Real Madrid. I hate to say it, bro, but they played a good 2 legs against Man City, and but now you got Bayern, bro. So no more celebrating, bro. You got Bayern in a couple of weeks. You guys better tighten up, bro, because Bayern is no joke. But oh my gosh, I just realized if Real Madrid beat Bayern, bro, they're 100% favorites. Oh my gosh, bro. If they beat Bayern, I don't want to live in a universe where they beat Bayern, bro. Please do not put me in that universe, bro. Don't put me in that universe, bro. Bayern, this is the one time I'm rooting for you. Please just end Real Madrid, and then we'll have you against PSG in the semis, and then Barcelona and Arsenal in the semis, and then we'll have Bayern Munich and Barcelona in the finals, and then Barcelona will win. Please, bro. That's just my dream. Yeah, let me have my dream, bro. Let me have my dream. But yeah, overall, it's not what you want to see if you're a Man City fan. But yeah, I think it's time to call it quits with Pep Guardiola. And that's crazy, bro, because he had like one of the greatest primes as a coach, but you could tell he don't really got it no more. I mean, the lineup he put last week just setting them up for failure. And then this week, I mean, you can't really put it on Pep Guardiola, but he just didn't look like he had faith in his team. And that's not good, bro. You want to have a manager that puts faith in their team, man. Oh, I forgot to mention, Vinny literally got a goal last second of the game. So yeah, I mean, congrats to Vinny. He got a brace, but I'm not particularly impressed by his performance. I don't think he had a particularly good game. You know, he had moments, but overall, I mean, at the end of the day, it's the Champions League. What you need to win the Champions League is moments. It doesn't matter if you win, or it doesn't matter if you play the best football or you play the most entertaining football. At the end of the day, what you need is moments and luck. And Real Madrid have both of those things, so they can always make it far. What we need as Barcelona fans, or as Barcelona, you know, as Barcelona fans or whatever, what we need is moments. Or not moments, because we have the moments, bro. Lamine Yamal will always give you moments, you know. Just watching him like on the ball, he'll give you what you want. But it's just that little bit of extra luck with injuries, you know, depth in our squad, and you know, the referee not making trash decisions like he did last year against Inter Milan. But yeah, bro. I mean, all in all, I think this Champions League is looking really good. I'm just praying tomorrow Barcelona, you know, do what they need to do and get the dub. But yeah, bro. That's going to be it from me. I pretty much talked about every fixture today. I hope you guys had a fantastic day. So without further ado, it's been your boy Marquitos G. Take care and peace.